Hello and happy gaming, everyone. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and gotta tell you, illness is a bitch. I was kind of unprepared to face down the idea that I was going to be trying to record while I was sick, but here we are. And yes, it could be a lot worse. It could be full-on flu, or it could be pneumonia. Fortunately, it just turns out to be essentially an ear infection that's gotten, I'm not going to say out of control, but, I mean, I guess any sort of infection is a problem, so make of it what you will, but yes, I am not feeling great right now. But that's not going to stop me from doing what I do. Alright, so if I recall correctly, this is why I was going around in the first place, because get out of here. Because I am pretty sure that I can't just go straight up from here. Yeah, I'm done. And yes, that is correct. So, yes, we've just got to take the long, long way around. Alright, so we go over, down. It's a nice long path. Thank you, Queen. Pardon me. Thank you, Queen's Gardens, for being so convoluted. Here we go. Oh, owie. Owie. Get out of here. Oops. There, now we can continue going this direction. Alright. Apologies ahead of time for the hoarseness of my voice and the occasional break to stop and, you know, cough myself silly. This is not something that I'm doing just because I think it's fun. This is, well, I mean, recording the video, yes, but the coughing and the overall sounds of illness, not so much. Alright. And that's another whispering route taken care of. So now let's keep going this way. Now, I really like the Queen's Gardens area. It's a very lovely, very pretty area of the game, which is only slightly undermined by just how dangerous of an area it can be. And this is an area of the game where even a good chunk of the platforms aren't exactly stable. Ah, silly mantises. You seem to know not the error of your ways. I believe these are the traitor mantises, as well as the fucking needle ability guy. Or I should say it's the needle ability guy with a little bit more range, because there is a needle ability guy in the Crystal Peak as well. and away with you. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now we're getting places. Geodeposits. Though I am kind of now at the point where I'm thinking, yeah, 26 geo, it's not really all that helpful. But not when I know what it's going to cost to get Divine to upgrade those unbreakable, well, upgrade the fragile relics to the unbreakable relics. Her services cost an awful lot of money. And let no one tell you differently. There will be much grinding in the Colosseum. I'm not intending on showing that grind, but anyone who's actually interested, you're going to be using the Trial of the Conqueror for most of your money grinding, mostly because it's the most rewarding challenge in terms of geo without being the most overly difficult. These little weird bouncy enemies. They're so awkward to try to hit just because of how they move. Ooh, you big. I don't get to dream nail you, though. That's a shame. I can't believe I just got surprised, motherfucker. Knowing me, it'll probably happen again. Yep. Didn't even get the full sentence out before the game was like, "Hey, look, invisible enemy that you couldn't detect." Sorry, sucker. Okay, you know what? No, that. Oh, come on! Now the game is just being rude. And fortunately, it's real easy to get them, because there's so many of them that spawn in these couple of rooms. More of these guys. Ah, here we go. Oh, the Queen! The Queen is coming! I've been waiting so long! And now she's almost here. I feel like I'm about to burst. I've kept it safe, this sacred garden. I've kept it safe for all this time, and soon the Queen will return and teach me to fly. Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together? Yes, I will challenge the warrior dream. I honestly find Marmu to be incredibly annoying. And even though this fight is excruciatingly easy, there is always the possibility that Marmu will just come in from an angle that you didn't expect because of the roly-poly, bouncy ball nature of the little bastard. Or just because the game decides to have him teleport right at the exact moment where you can't swing. Like that. Which means that despite how easy this guy is to beat, he can actually be very frustrating to do when you're trying to do it in Godhome without taking a hit. Oh, stranger, you're strong! Much stronger than me! I've been waiting a long time, stranger. I have been fighting a long time, stranger. I'm very, very tired. The Queen will be here soon, and I just need to sleep a little. Wake me when the Queen arrives, stranger. Perhaps the Queen will teach us both to fly, stranger. That would be fun. wouldn't it? Yeah, it seems to me like one of us already knows how to fly, you little bastard. Sorry, not a fan of Marmu. Now, if I recall correctly, there we go. There we go. Now the way to the Stag Station is opened. Little one, I found it. The Stag Nest where I was born and raised. I've yet to go there again. My duty binds me to travel only where I am called. But if you wish to see it for yourself, I could take you there. None may remain to welcome us, but the nest is still a sight to behold. Give me the word and we will go there at once. And then his dialogue about Queen's Gardens. Before you rang the bell, I'd almost forgotten this station existed. It was not often used by common bugs, being a well-guarded retreat for our late queen. Even as overgrown as they've become, these gardens are still beautiful after all this time. I'm sure the queen would be happy to know that. I'm sure she would be, but let's not waste any time, let's get to that Stag Nest. Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long life bearing down on me. I carry it proudly, though. Wherever I travel, the memories of my family and my kind come with me. And there's our reward, the final soul vessel fragment. And we are now at maximum soul. Only about 11 hours in, we finally reached that point. Now, if you go that way, then you are actually taken back to the Howling Cliffs, so you know, it's good. It's a good place to know about, so you can get back there. But Howling Cliffs isn't exactly what I was looking for, so that's not where we're going. An empty eggshell. I guess that means that you aren't the last of your kind, good sir. I'd love to be able to break that, but oh well. What do you think of my old home, little one? It was full of life once. Stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I've considered myself the only one remaining, the last stag. But being in the nest again, there's something in the air. A smell, or a warmth, or a presence perhaps? Could it be other stags have made their way out into the wider world? Yes, I will hold on to that hope. My kin, still alive, still out there, journeying beyond these lands. But for me, I could never abandon the stagways, not as long as passengers still need them. I can tell you still have important work to do. I will be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let us enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little longer. So there you go. And actually, I've already earned it, but there is an achievement for that, for finding the Stag Station. I believe it's called Hope, and it's very fitting, all things considered. Alright, so now let's come back here and check a couple more things off the list. For starters, let's come back to this creepy abandoned hut that I was talking about. Greetings. You are very tired. Sit and rest. We are friends. Welcome. Sit and rest. Please sit and rest. It is warm and safe. Sit and rest.
Listen, you need rest. Sit and rest.
So, yeah, you kind of have to do that. And now you get stuck by spider webs, and oh, look, they're all closing in. Oh, yeah, that's not horrifying at all. And as for the aftermath of that, there you go. Just basically play with the controller enough and you'll get free. There you go. And now we're in the Beast Den. Well, who might the Beast be, you ask? Oh, don't worry, you'll find out. Ah, here we go. Hollow Nest Seal. Alright. We actually got a decent amount of money coming back to us next time I can make it back to the City of Tears. No reason not to use that, you'll get your soul back quick enough anyway. Especially if, like me, you've got both Spell Twister and Soul Catcher on. Oh, you take 2 hits, so I'm an idiot. It's okay, mistakes get made. There's another one of those things, so yay, Rancid Egg. More Geo, give it to me. Alright, back up. I hear a grub. Just gotta figure out where you are. Yahoo! Okay, that wasn't... Oh, that sucked. At least only 1 mask of damage, but still, I'd rather not have taken that. It's easier that way. If you have enough room, there's no reason not to pogo them to death. Frankly, those little bastards deserve it. Not that they're little, mind you. And this, a sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth. Well, let's just go ahead and dream nail her. This is the first dreamer, Hera the Beast. Now, before you dream nail her, you can speak to her, I believe. Oh yeah, you do it like this. Bound, for brood, for child, fair bargain made. Give all for her. And then she just says the same thing over and over again. So now you just strike her, go to drawing soul to remove her essence, and there we go. Whew. And that's 1 blockade removed. So one of the dreamers is now taken care of. And there's Hornet. So let's see what she has to say. So you've slain the beast, and you head towards that fated goal. I'd not have obstructed this happening, but it caused me some pain to knowingly stand idle. What? You might think me stern, but I'm not completely cold. We do not choose our mothers or the circumstance into which we are born. Despite all the ills of this world, I am thankful for the life she granted me. It's quite a debt I owed. Only in allowing her to pass, and taking the burden of the future in her stead, can I begin to repay it. Leave me now, ghost. Allow me a moment alone before this bedchamber becomes forever a shrine. And if I dream nail her... Mother, forgive my inaction, but another path may be possible. I believe she just says the same thing. Yep. Alright, so there we go, and that's why I wanted to take down Hornet before I came here. Because every little bit of world building in this game helps to paint a much clearer picture of everything that happens. We can take a moment to rest here, update the map. And we can now also discern the fate of all the creepy fuckers. Yeah! And I would say they got what they deserved, but at the same time, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, to be fair, everything in this game is creepy and dark. Alright, so there's still areas here that I would like to explore. However, there are a couple of things that I want to do before I do that. The first of which being, I now have the Key of Love. Let's go back and take care of the Tower of Love, shall we? There's Edge. Alright, I'm just trying to remember exactly where it is. And it's not there, that's the Watcher's Tower. There we go. So let me see if I can locate it in this map. All sorts of little spots that I have yet to visit. Oh, pardon me. Alright, well, not going to get to it by standing around staring, so let's just head out and try to find it ourselves. I'm getting the feeling that it isn't this way. No, try to act surprised. I got myself lost again. Now, it's obviously not up here, but there's also a spot far to the left that I can go to. So, real quick, let's curiously follow that path. Yeah, now that I have Sharp Shadow, there's actually an easier way to take care of those guys. Very nice. Not really helpful, but very nice. And here we find the Blue Lake. Which, by the way, if you wanted to know the source of the water dripping down in the City of Tears, this is it. So, a little bit more of a lore inclusion there. Oh, it's this idiot. Ah, what a calm place. It's action that I want. Vicious and deadly battle. This Serenity is a bore. By the way, yes, he is a jerk. And sadly, you never get to actually fight him. He does show up at the Coliseum, but no, you never get to fight him. I would have loved the chance to put him in his place just for being a jerk. You think, oh, Serenity and Peace, how boring and saccharine. Yeah, how dare anyone actually want something like, you know, Serenity. Another way to describe that character is he's everyone's edgelord player character in a D&D game. And no, I didn't exactly go about choosing those words carefully, so I'm sure someone will have something to say about it, and I don't really care. Because if you don't care about your character enough to make them something other than, you know, Captain Edgelord, the strongest of all the lone wolves, then honestly, get the fuck out of my game with that shit. All you're doing is making things more difficult. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Last bench I used was in the King Station. That'll make things a little bit easier on me. Or the last bench I used was in the Beast Den, but that's equally as useful. Thank you for updating my map. So now we are going to ring the bell, go back to the King Station, and we'll try to get around to the Tower of Love the long way. But first, let's actually rest here so that I can return here if I need to. Alright, so we're going to go to the Kingdom's Edge, and... Oh, actually, I think I can get there from here. At least I think I can. Yeah, here we go. That's right, I had opened up the path to this area before, and I just derped on that. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now it's all coming back to me. Oh, I didn't pick... Oh, I'm an idiot! I didn't pick up the friggin' key. I thought I had, but no, that was next on my to-do list, and I completely forgot about it. Oh my goodness, okay. Got a few minutes left before I call it good for this episode, thanks to the old analytics. So I will go ahead and go back and get the Key of Love, assuming that I can find it. There we go. Let me just make sure of that, because I could have sworn... Nope. Okay, well, genius move on my behalf. Alright, let's go get that key. Assuming that I know where to look for it. I know it's somewhere in Queen's Gardens. It's about the most information I have, unfortunately, so apologies. Right now I'm just reading the map, trying to figure out where exactly it is. Smooth. Pretty sure it's not this way though. That much I know for at least semi-fact. Okay, so... Owie. I may just want to come back to this later, but I want to spend a minute or two just looking around. I want to make sure that I know for a fact that I'm lost like an idiot. Okay, so I saw that in a speed run once. I wanted to try to replicate it, but yeah, not a whole lot of luck coming out of that. So perhaps what I will do is I will come back to this once I have the Key of Love, and in the next episode I can actually go and take care of things. So once again, apologies for my inadequacy. I can only partially blame it on me being ill. I further blame it on just me losing track of what I was doing. And now, of course, having no real idea where it is. Owie. I don't think it's up there with Cornifer. But obviously I've been wrong before, so let's just see what happens. I got one spot left that I can look for it, and then I'm better off just heading out and then trying to find it later. Ugh. Owie. Ugh. Once again, I blame illness. I apologize. Oh, hey, look at that. Pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Love key. Too long spent together. We became as one. I mean, I don't know, that sounds kind of pleasant, actually, you know, in a way. But we'll have to see just how pleasant such a thing could be. But I think for now that's going to be it. We'll go ahead and save up, quit, and call it a day there. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope that my illness is contained before the next time I record, although just going to go out on a limb and say I doubt it. And I will be back with the contents of the Love Tower. So, until next time, my name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you, hopefully feeling better.